The headline reads, "Fear reigns as investors flee stocks." Should you worry? I'll show how this relates to the headline in a minute, but first, a quick game. I want you to guess the age of the woman in this drawing. So what do you think? Was she closer to 20 or 80? Now that may seem like an odd question given that 20-year-olds and 80-year-olds look so different. But the fact is, that's a drawing of both a young woman and an older woman. If you look at something differently, it can look different. Now if you didn't see both women, don't worry, there will be more time to look. But I want to get back to that headline. Fear reigns as investors flee stocks. Now the purpose of a headline is to grab your attention like this one does and get you to read more. But let's look at it differently. It might not seem so scary. We start with fear. Markets drop frequently and sometimes dramatically, so it's easy to believe there's a lot of fear. And it's easy to think that maybe you should be scared too. But we have to remember that with the US stock market, every time things actually got bad, it worked out fine. Every time. Next, the media often uses the term investors, when really, labels like speculators or traders would be more accurate. Then there is flee. It's a provocative word, but every share that is sold is also bought. For all those getting out, there are others getting in. Every time, always. The whole thing sounds like something from the financial crisis, but really, you're going to see this type of headline almost any time the market drops a bit. This one happens to be from just a couple of months ago, on February 3rd. The story, well, it blamed recent stock market declines on lower markets in some of the emerging market countries. There was a possibility of rising interest rates in the US, and there was another looming crisis as we approached the debt ceiling once again later that month. Now, using the exact same data, it could have said emerging market stocks were cheap, the economy was better, and that in an election year, Congress would not want to repeat the debt ceiling mess that they created back in 2011. Do you remember that one? In other words, that headline could just as easily have been opportunity knocks as investors flock to stocks. You look at it differently, and it can look different. Current events can tempt us to make trades in anticipation of the next market move, but that's a guessing game, and it's a guessing game that true investors just don't play. Invest, don't speculate. Now we've got more to say about this guessing game, and there's a copy of that drawing on the blog page of our website under the post titled, "Are Investors Fleeing the Market?" Check it out for yourself. As always, if you have questions, feel free to contact us. We would love to hear from you.